Hi guys, so in this video I want to show you how you can customize your iPad and make it aesthetic. So I just got a new iPad and it's time to set it up and customize it, make it aesthetic. So I thought I would show you the whole process of how I do that. So first we're gonna go to Pinterest. If you don't already have an account, you can sign up. So once we're on Pinterest, we're gonna search for any color and then aesthetics. If you want a purple wallpaper, we're gonna search for purple aesthetic wallpaper, and as you can see, most of them are phone wallpapers, so we can just add desktop and we will have so many we can use for the iPad. So you can just download a bunch and try them out. I believe this is the one I currently have, and I got this one from Pinterest. And if you want to find more of these pictures, you can just search for aura wallpaper and you will find so many. If you don't want to search on Pinterest, you can also just go on Etsy and you will immediately find like a bunch of packs for wallpapers. For example, there's a 20 pack with pink wallpapers. It's from this store, and they also have the aura wallpapers that are supposed to work for desktop. There's also these ones if you want to go for something more cute. Okay, so then we just go into settings and press on wallpaper and then add new wallpaper and go to photos, and we can see all the photos we just downloaded. So you can just try out all the wallpapers until you find one that you like. You can also adjust it, so you can make it smaller. So I decided to just keep this one that I already had. I think it looks so good. It matches the case. That is definitely a good tip. If you want your iPad to look aesthetic, make the wallpaper match your case. And as you can see, I'm using the same one for my home screen. Okay, so now the next step is going into display and brightness and settings. And we're gonna choose either light mode or dark mode. So if you're trying to go for a light theme, like you have a light wallpaper, like pastel colors, we're gonna go with the light theme. This is gonna make a huge difference in the overall aesthetic of the iPad. Any app you go into, every time you go into settings and pictures, writing your note, it is gonna match your wallpaper in a better way. You can try out what looks best. I definitely think light mode looks better for this wallpaper because it does have some white in it. So before we move on, I want to introduce you guys to this app called UPDF. So I was recommended by one of my friends to try UPDF, and now I use it all the time. So UPDF is an AI-powered PDF editor where you can view, annotate, edit, convert, sign, organize, translate, and summarize PDFs. And you can do this across multiple devices such as your iPad, but also your iPhone, MacBook, PC, and Android. And you can use UPDF across all platforms with just one license. First of all, you can zoom in, zoom out, you can organize all the pages to edit. You have a bunch of options. First of all, you can highlight, and then we can also underline, we can do a strike through. You have a bunch of stickers. You can also add stamps like confidential documents, and you can also add a handwritten or scanned signature. You also have an AI feature. First of all, you can translate into English. It gives an actually really good translation. Something else we can do with the AI feature is summarize our text, and this is super good for an assignment. And not only that, but it also has an explain feature. So if you're a little unsure of something, it explains the text in a more simple way. Another really cool feature is you can add a link. You can also add some text by pressing here, and then if you press here, you can add images. We can add watermark, and then we have a watermark on all the pages. And if you want to change the original text, you can just press here and then move the whole thing. You can now get UPDF Pro with an exclusive discount by using the link in the description. So definitely check it out. It's one of the most useful softwares. Okay, and now comes the fun part of actually customizing the widget. So first of all, we're gonna make some useful widgets with these apps. Of course, you can choose any useful apps you normally use every day, but I usually use GoodNotes, calendar, reminders, and notes. So those are the ones that I'm gonna use as my productivity widgets. Okay, so all we're gonna do for now is just long press and then press the plus button in the upper left corner, and then we're gonna add all of those apps. So here you can see we have the notes widget. We just do the same thing for the others. So if we search for calendar, it comes up here and we can choose which one. Actually, I couldn't find a widget for the Good Notes app, but it's okay, we can just create a shortcut. I'm gonna show you how to do that later. For now, we're gonna customize these widgets. So for the reminders, we're just gonna go into reminders. If we press add list, first, we're gonna choose a color that matches the wallpaper. So I'm obviously gonna do purple. We're just gonna write a nice little quote. And then to make it more aesthetic, we're gonna go into Safari and search for aesthetic symbols. Here we can copy paste any aesthetic symbols. So we just press it to copy. Then we go into reminders again and paste. And look at that. That is so cute. Then we can also choose a symbol. Let's do this one. Let's do a heart. And then you're gonna add a reminder. We copy some symbols again, and then we paste it. And then we're gonna edit this widget, and we can choose the Be Happy widget, and it looks so aesthetic. It's a really cute but still productive widget. You can keep track of your commitments, but it also makes your iPad really aesthetic. And then for the calendar, we're gonna go into calendar. We're gonna add a new one, and here you can choose the colors. So we're gonna do purple. Of course, we're gonna add some cute symbols, paste it. We can do this one, and as you can see, it writes all the text in purple now. But let's add an actual event, and then you can see it comes up here. But yeah, what we can also do now is actually delete these apps from here. We can just remove from home screen, because we can just go into the app by pressing the widget. So actually, I just realized you can't change the color of the Notes app on your iPad. So what I would do is go to App Store and just search for Notes for iPad. Okay, so I downloaded this app called Zinnia. This one is a lot more aesthetic because you can actually choose your like journaling personality, and here you can choose like what fonts you like. I guess it can set a reminder for you to journal. This is actually so cute, but I guess a lot of them are subscription based. Okay, so I'm just gonna create my own journal because I don't want to pay. We're gonna do purple. So this app we can actually use for a widget, so we can choose which size. I think I'm gonna do the big one, and there you can see here's my notebook that I was just working on. Okay, that is actually looking really cute. Also, I love this app. It was actually so good. I just wrote a little just random to-do list and journal and just like my weekly focus. Yeah, you can obviously make it a lot more aesthetic and cute if you put some time and effort into it. You can also draw. A great creative way to start your day. Look at that, it's so cute. Okay, so this is what our iPad looks like so far. We have some really nice widgets, and these are all like really useful widgets, but we might also want to add some widgets just for the aesthetic and also for the apps that you couldn't add widgets for. Okay, so again, we're gonna go to Pinterest and download some pictures that fits the aesthetic. Pictures can be any size, and then we're gonna go into shortcuts. Here, we're gonna create a shortcut to open app, and we choose the app. We're gonna do Good Notes. So then we're just gonna press add to home screen, and here we can choose the name for the app. We can either write Good Notes or we can do like an emoji. Let's just do a random emoji, honestly. And then we're gonna choose a picture. So here we're gonna do choose photo. We're gonna choose one of the aesthetic pictures from Pinterest. We can adjust it and then add. So then we just created a custom app icon, and it looks really good. Yeah, that is just the super simple way of how to create custom app icons. So if we press it, we just go into the Good Notes app. So I'm just gonna do that for all the apps that doesn't match the purple wallpaper. I just organized all the apps. So I did app icons for a lot of them that weren't like matching the aesthetic. Utilities, I'm just gonna put those in a folder. All right. Okay, so now it looks a little bit more organized. We're also going to change the name of the folder and of course use some aesthetic emojis. That is so cute. So I think this is a good way to organize your apps just by color. As you can see, all of these are dark, which makes it look really organized. And now that also lets us keep the lighter theme. I'm really liking how it's turning out so far, but I feel like we are missing some widgets. I just want to add some picture widgets and just like widgets for making my iPad look really cute. So for that, we're gonna go to Widgetsmith, and here we're gonna choose the size, and we're gonna upload a photo. So any of the photos we already have from Pinterest, maybe this one, and then we just search for Widgetsmith and go to large widget, and then we're gonna choose number 2 because that was our picture. And yeah, that looks super cute. And this is actually another way we can customize the calendar widget. So if we go into Widgetsmith again, maybe we want to have a small widget. We just go down here to calendar. You can see you have a bunch of options for the calendar widget. This one kind of looks similar to the one we already had. You can also do just a day widget, and we can customize the theme. So we can choose the font. So we're just going to do a single color and choose pastel purple. Okay, that is really cute, I think. And we can actually add another one. If we delete this one, we can do just the date. We can do a little border. Okay, just like that. So if you don't want to use Widgetsmith, there are also really good apps. For example, this app called Photo Widget. So they also have a bunch of calendar widgets and time widgets. I think these ones look really good. Let's do this one. And of course, we can customize the colors here. Let's do a light purple. And then to install it, you just search for the app. So Photo Widget, and add a small widget. So yeah, and here we have our time widget, really cute. Okay, so really all you need to do now is move all the widgets and apps so it looks good. So you can change the layout, and I would definitely do like same colored apps together. It just gives a cleaner look. What I really like now is you can move the widgets to anywhere on the screen. We can do this. You definitely just have to play around with it. Maybe something like this. I just need to remove these ones from the menu. So it's just going to show you your last used apps here. I just want to show you a really simple way to customize your lock screen also. Get this clock with the seconds and also this clock. So really all you need to do is download this app called Flip Clock, and when you have it opened and running, and you close the iPad, this will come up as a live notification. And then if you want to have the time up here as well, we just press customize and then go to flip clock, and here you can see it says time with seconds. Now we have a bunch of clocks here. Yeah, I think that looks really aesthetic and it gives some like live emotion on the lock screen. Okay, so then we're gonna customize our lock screen just a little bit more by switching out these widgets. For the calendar widget, I think definitely this one looks really aesthetic, so we're gonna add that. So another app you can use for lock screen widgets is this app called iScreen. So you have to obviously choose a widget. So we're gonna go to first the iScreen app. So we can do an animation maybe, save to my widgets, and we can watch ads if we don't want to go premium. So let's customize. We're gonna choose the animation, and as you can see, the animation comes up here and it is so cute, so adorable. Also a really cute app for daily quotes is this app called Motivation. So we can do either a custom quote or a daily quote that is generated from the app. So I'm gonna do that one. Okay, it just took a while for the quote to load, but you can see now it's here and you can barely see it, which I kind of like. So it's not too obvious that there's a quote here, but I really like it. I think it looks super aesthetic. This is not only aesthetic, but it's a super good reminder. And if you press it, you get into the app. And of course, I set the app to a purple theme. You can even customize that. So then before we're done, we're just gonna customize the control center. Just go into settings and search for control. We can delete anything we don't really use, so I don't feel like I'm gonna need notes here. This is only gonna remove it from right here, the control center, not your iPad. We can also add anything here. I like to have screen recording here in case we want to screen record, and then maybe voice memos. Okay, so then next step is customizing the focus modes and making them aesthetic. This is what they currently look like. Okay, so I'm just starting out deleting the focus modes we already have here. So we just scroll down and press delete focus. But yeah, so then we're gonna create a new focus and do custom, because now we can actually customize the name and everything. So let's do one for sleeping, or let's name it night. And then we're gonna paste some aesthetic symbols, and I'm choosing purple to go with the theme, and then we'll do a symbol. And then we can set all the settings for notifications and who can call you. But yeah, this is what it's going to look like. Much cuter than the last one. Okay, so these are now my focus modes. So I have self-care, studying, quality time, relax, and night. I mean, a lot of them are kind of similar, but I try to make them thinking about the occasion I'm gonna use them for. So self-care is like doing my morning or night routine. Studying is obviously when I study. Quality time whenever I hang out with a friend or I'm on a date. And then relax is just like an overall, I want to turn my notifications off if I want a quiet time, and then night is when I go to bed. So yeah, I think they look super cute, super aesthetic. It really makes just a big difference customizing little details like that. So obviously you can't customize your iPad as much as a MacBook, but one thing we can do in settings is go to display brightness and then choose bold text, and it's gonna change the text to a bolder font. Some people like that and some people don't, but all the app texts get much bolder. I kind of like it actually. I think it looks good. And we can actually also change the size of the app icons. We can choose use large app icons. If we activate it, you can see all the app icons are so much bigger, which is also again just a preference. I personally don't really like it, but alright, that is how you make your iPad aesthetic. I hope you got a few good tips on how to customize your iPad. It is definitely looking so much better. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out UPDF in the description.